Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you guys for joining me yet into another Master X Master video. My name is Wilky and we're back with some more PvE. Currently I checked the game a bit, and there are many games I haven't really checked out yet. There's other stuff there's currently not available, but there's this time-space distortion, and currently there's a dungeon called Black Ram Supply Chain which is available, which I'm sure some of you may know, because this is pretty much a dungeon from Blade and Soul, so I'm very eager to check that one out. I'm just gonna go in normal, and I'm not sure if I should be taking Jinseon really. I should probably take something that is Helix, but we're gonna go with Tajin or Tajin, and I actually want something with HP recovery, so it's probably gonna be Jinseon. You know what, just screw it. We're just gonna go double fire element, because why the hell not? So let's see, and these are the support kits. This is something you can obtain through PvE as well as login and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how important these are right now. I'm not gonna take them. So yeah, this is very reminiscent of Blade and Soul, and I'm curious to see what the dungeon is gonna be looking like. Black Ram Supply Chain. It's been a while since I've played Blade and Soul. Sentinel Blade Master. These models are they do look very similar though. Okay. Sentinel Destroyer. Maybe I should have changed the grenade. Although the grenade might actually be good, because these are probably not going to be very mobile enemies. Black Ram Supply Chain. I'm curious if there's gonna be all of the bosses or like sub bosses. And as expected, they're fire element, so I did not necessarily make the best choice, but I should be fine. It's normal after all, so I don't think it'll be too hard. At least I hope so. Hope I'm not gonna blame myself. But this looks alright. Oh, these portals! Damn, Blade and Soul. Damn. That's a good kick of nostalgia there. This is the guy that will transform. Oh, wait. I'm not entirely sure what part of the dungeon I'm in. I'm a bit confused. Maybe it just looks similar, but it's not actually the same dungeon. Maybe they just retweaked it a bit. So I'm curious about that. But these portals, man, damn it. They just scream Blade and Soul. I'm not even sure why I'm running after the gold, but okay. Just a bad habit, or it's probably not a bad habit, but just a PvE habit, or MMORPG habit, I should say. I'm overheating, damn it. Black Ram Insignia, let's take that. So far it's not really challenging, but keep in mind I did that on normal. So I'm sure extreme is gonna be a tad bit harder, or at least the mobs are gonna be stronger in terms of attack and defense. Also, as I said, my equipment is not really set up that well. I can actually go down there. Oh no, the portal is close. This looks weird. There's no big map, sadly, but I think that's something you can live with. I should really make 1 or 2 masters for PvE, so this is not going to be as tedious. Apparently there's achievements for dealing 30k damage. Not sure if that's good or not. My rank is S, which is better than last time. Now this part looks very familiar. So actually I was after the 2 water dragons, and now I should be meeting the chef after going through the room with the tables where there's 2 sub-bosses. So I'm curious to see if this is gonna be... I should have actually taken Po-Haran now that I think about it. Oh wait, why did I pop my ult? Oh, I'm so stupid. And the guy that spawns after you enter there, damn. So let's see, are there 2 guys? There's no tables to throw over, sadly. But damn, that sure as hell looks like directly out of the game. Which is not bad, I think. As I said, this is potentially something that will attract a lot of people to the game, which is never a bad thing. Because as I said, while a lot of other games tried like beating everything, this one seems to be actually quite good at it. Like, I don't feel like this is half-assed. I mean, sure, they took attention from another game, but I think I already mentioned that in one of the other videos, so I'm sorry for that. But it's not necessarily poorly executed. Like, it doesn't feel bad. So there's not the chef, or maybe the chef will spawn after I clear these trash mobs. I should have taken something with more area. Come on.
Give me a moment. Your life is forfeit. Give me a moment.
Damn, World is actually not bad for PvE now that I think about it. Another Black Ram insignia. So these aren't really true bosses, but I suppose I'm not sure if I'm gonna be fighting Po-Haran at the end, really. I'm kinda curious about that. Curious about that. Po-Haran's training grounds. This is actually her area. I'm curious if her boss mechanics are going to be in there.
Oh, it's you.
Okay, this might be a bit tedious. Oh shit. Wow, she has a lot of mobility though. Holy hell. Damn, how I hate these grenades. Damn, I'm not sure if I should be going for shootout.
Oh, don't tell me you've given up.
I hope I actually don't. Oh, okay. So you don't actually have to activate the lever like in the real dungeon, but you still have to stand on one of these fan thingies to not get frozen. And then basically get blown up by her grenade. Uh-oh. This is probably gonna be scary.
Catch me if you can.
The English voiceovers probably gonna be cringe-worthy for a lot of people, especially knowing the Japanese or Korean sound packs. I almost have my ult, but I don't think I need it.
Oh, don't tell me you've given up. Nope. No.
Well, that was it.
Not like this.
That was the Black Ram supply chain. Obviously a bit cooled, like not cooled down, like chopped down a bit, so they skipped a few parts. But that makes sense because you probably have to run these dungeons quite a bit to get everything you need. These Po-Haran's eye patch is used to upgrade, yeah, which makes sense. It's used to upgrade Po-Haran's gun. So, yeah. Can I actually close that window because I think there's gold or something lying around? Oh, never mind. Okay, let's return to the bridge and see what we got. Didn't seem too hard. And looking at the inventory, we got 4 Po-Haran's eye patch and Black Ram talisman. Can be found. Okay. So now we go to the master and check Po-Haran. As you can see, upgrading her weapon, or not her weapon, but these upgrade stones, whatever you want to call them, they do need these augmentation crystals, damage modules, or augment modules, and these rare items, in this case, Po-Haran's eye patch from her dungeon, which I got for in a matter of what? 10 minutes maybe? Maybe 8. I'm not entirely sure how long I took for the run. So that means, obviously I don't know if I was a good run or bad run, but I suppose you can get those within an hour or two. which doesn't seem too grindy. It's tedious probably because you have to do it multiple times, but I guess a day or two and you should be able to upgrade the thing of your choice. I'm not sure how grindy this is gonna be, and as I said, right now the store really only offers, this is for fashion, this is for the jukebox. These dispatch tickets will allow you to pick a certain dungeon. And these are basically just PvE things. So I'm not sure how much of an impact this is going to be having on the PvP side. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed another Master X Master video with a second PvE look at a probably familiar dungeon to anybody who has played Blade and Soul for a bit longer than, let's say, an hour or two. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and as always, see you guys next time.